Hey guys, okay, so earlier today, I somehow found myself in a hole of deathbed confessions, like just watching, or not watching, reading about these confessions that people had made on their deathbeds, and I found it super interesting, so I was like, I've got to make a video about this right now, and I am doing that right now. So, also I'm wearing this hat because my roots are pretty bad, so we're just gonna leave that on, and I hope you enjoy these. Alright, so in 1977, a man by the name of James Brewer was arrested in Tennessee on suspicion of killing his neighbor in a fit of jealous rage. Well, he was granted bail and him and his wife fled to Oklahoma, started new lives under the names of Michael and Dorothy Anderson, became grandparents during the time, and even became heavily involved in the local church. Then, in 2009, he suffered a very serious stroke and felt compelled to confess to the crime that he had committed over 3 decades earlier. So his wife called the police to his hospital bed where James confessed to killing his neighbor, Jimmy Carroll, because he thought that he was trying to seduce his wife at the time, literally 3 decades ago. But here's the plot twist. He didn't die. He thought he was gonna die, so he confessed, but he didn't die in this one case. He actually was released several weeks later, turned himself into the Tennessee authorities, and even used the same lawyer when he went to court that he did 30-something years prior. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. Okay, so the next one, Diane Crawford. Now in 1967, 2 girls were shot dead in the head while at work at an ice cream shop in Virginia. Now, police worked the case for years and years and years, didn't get any good leads until someone, a witness, I guess, which makes no sense because why would the witness not know this back then, but whatever. Due to a lead from a witness they were led to Diane Crawford. Now, by this time in her life, Diane was in the end stages of heart failure and chronic kidney disease, but when the police came to question her, she let it all go, told the detailed account of what she had done over 40 years ago. Alright, so according to Diane, who was 19 at the time, she went to the ice cream shop where she also worked to tell the girls that she couldn't come into work the next day. Well, words were exchanged, they got into a shoving match, and then at some point she pulled out her pistol, shot one of them point blank. And then when the other girl came to the other one's aid, she shot her as well. Then she took $138 out of the cash register, fled to make it look like it had been a robbery. All of this because the girls had called her a lesbian and were making fun of her. Tragic. Now, after she had done the killing, she moved away from Virginia, got married, had 2 kids, then 20 years later came back to Virginia without her husband, met a woman, moved in with her partner, and lived there until she died just 2 months after making her confession. Crazy. Alright, I'm not sure that I'm gonna say this name right. Geraldine? That can't be right, but Geraldine Kelly, I'm just gonna call her Kelly. Alright, in 1991, Kelly told her young children that their father had been killed in a car accident. Well, she had actually shot him, but no one knew that until 14 years after the fact, or 2004, when Kelly became gravely ill with breast cancer and she decided to confess her crimes to one of her daughters. Not only that, but she told her exactly where the body could be found. Initially, she had kept the body in a freezer in their home in California until they moved, when she had the moving company take the freezer, move it across the country, and put it in a storage facility in Somerville, Massachusetts, their new home, which was where it was when the police went to get it, I guess. Also, the district attorney of Somerville didn't know if she had confessed to clear her conscience before death, or if she had confessed just in case the body was found so that her daughters wouldn't be blamed for it, you know? I mean, that makes sense. Killing him in the first place doesn't make sense, but whatever. I didn't even say why. I think he was cheating. I don't even want to say that because I can't remember, and I didn't write it down. Okay, here's the last one, guys. Better not call Saul. This one is about a man named Mr. Saul. Alright, in 1884, a man by the name of Michael Lefley ate some rice pudding. I just looked at my oven. His wife had left in the oven for him, and then moments later died screaming in agony. Then 4 months later, his wife Mary was hung because she was found guilty of poisoning him with a lethal dose of arsenic. Now Mary was like, I did not do this. She was taken shrieking in terror, screaming to the gallows to be hung, protesting her innocence. To the moment she died, she was like, I did not kill him. Now, the defense argued that it could have been a suicide. It could have been a third party that came in and killed him. Now, the court just laughed those off and dismissed them. We're like, that didn't happen. Well, jokes on the court because it did happen. A third party had came in fact, and killed him. Although no one knew this until 1893, when a dying farmer who went by the name of Mr. Saul confessed that he had actually poisoned Williams with his rice pudding over a long-standing, like, financial dispute. Seriously? Like, what? And then also, Mary thought that she had been arrested for it, and everyone thought that she had poisoned him because she had known Priscilla Bigadike, if that's how you pronounce it, who was a notorious poisoner and poisoned her husband and was hung for it. So that's why she thought she did it, or that's why she thought they thought she did it. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I know I really did. Like, I'm probably gonna edit this, then go back into this whole of reading about these things because they're so interesting, and there's way more. So if y'all enjoyed this and want me to make more, comment down below and let me know. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't to become a part of my YouTube family. For some reason, we've been growing substantially in the past couple weeks and I haven't even posted a video. But anyway, love you brand new guys. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the family, and I will see you guys next time.